drawn 7 of their league games and only beat Villa and Onduparaka in the Uganda Cup during the same time. So despite the stalemate, Simeon Masaba's men remain 8th on the log with the 34 points after 25 games, while Arua Hill 4th on 38 points is what you need to know. And so Bull FC will be welcoming KCCA in their next match on May 16th, while Arua Hill will also be at home to relegation fighting Busoga United on the same day is what you need to know in the world of that is sports. And dear viewer, you have to know that yesterday Minister Ogwang was able to officiate at the grand opening of the 2023 Uganda Secondary School Sport Association Boys Football at Nyakasura School. And Nyakasura School secures a win for them right there. And so the past 2 days have been very busy for the State Minister for Education and Sports, Honorable Peter Wang, as well as his entire entourage. On Tuesday 9th May 2023, Honorable Wang was at that in Ntare School to witness the official opening ceremony for the 2023 Fresh Diary Uganda Secondary Schools Sports Association Games in Mbarara City. A day later, he crossed to Fort Portal City to grace the official opening ceremony for Boys Football Championship at Nyakasura School Playgrounds in Fort Portal, Kabarole. And then amid the hostile, cold and rainy weather, the football championship was officially opened up. The minister's message at both opening ceremonies echoed loud the vivid and brave fight against non-bona fide students that are termed to be machineries that are used by different schools. And so quoting him verbatim, saying that we cannot develop schools sports competitions with non-students. The current fight has been taken through the ongoing bill that only awaits the president's signature to be passed. This will help weed out the non-students completely from the game right there. And so Nyakasura School teacher, Reverend Colonel, that is Belinda E.B. Richardson, welcomed the hundreds of people to the school and promised a tranquil tournament right there. And so Uganda Secondary School Sports Association President Justus Mugisha openly expressed delight for Nyakasura School to host this momentous school sports competition that has over 60 schools from across the country. And so is what you have to know. And so Nyakasura School won the official opening match, overcoming Seronko Progressive Academy 1-0 in a rain-mired game at Nyakasura 1 playground is what you need to know in regards to the Uganda Secondary School Sports Association Fresh Diary 2023 games that are going on right there. Right. Okay, dear viewer, away from that, let's get to what is happening at the international level in regards to the sports right there for you. You have to know that there are games that are supposed to be played today, and there are games that were played yesterday. You have to know that the games that were really played yesterday, Inter Milan secure advantage in the first leg of that is a Champions League semi-final with rivals AC Milan is the game that was played yesterday. And so how did Inter Milan perform? You have to know that Inter Milan recorded a 2-0 victory over AC Milan in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final on Wednesday night yesterday. And so Edin Nzeko and Henrik Mkhitaryan both struck inside the opening 11 minutes of the contest, meaning that Inter Milan will have a strong advantage to take into the second leg of the last 4 contests at the San Siro next Tuesday is what you need to know. So Milan's position at this stage of the competition is a surprise, but they are 7-time winners of the European Cup is what you need to know, with only the Kings of Europe, Real Madrid, lifting the famous trophy on more occasions, and that is 14 times is what you need to know. And so Inter have 3 European Cups to their name. Meanwhile, with their last triumph coming in 2010 under the management of a certain Jose Mourinho, and the Black and Blues have now placed themselves in a commanding position to reach another final right there. And so as rivalries go, Derby della Madonnina is undoubtedly one of the biggest, with the 2 giants of Italian football locking horns in the semi-finals of the Champions League. So Inter last won Serie A in that is 2020-2021 with Milan triumphing, last season. But the pair are currently battling for the top 4, finishes in Italy's leading divisions, with the, former sitting 4th in the table, 2 points and 1 spot ahead of the latter on the same number. So when you look at the table of these Serie A, you have that Napoli seems to be doing well, and so he's really sitting top with 83 points, and they have so far played the 34, and that is in Serie A. Then Juventus is number 2 with 66 points, and so the difference between Napoli and Juventus, it is really too great, and I do not know whether Juventus will be able to fill in this particular gap that has been created by Napoli. And then Inter Milan, Lazio is number 3 with that is 64 points, and then Inter Milan is number 4 with that is 63 points. AC Milan is number 5 with 61 points, and then Atalanta BC is number 6 with that is 58 points. And then Sampdoria is sitting last, number 20 with only 17 points, and then the Cremonis, Spezia, Hellas and Verona, then the Lecce, these are teams that are not doing well, and they are in the relegation zones right there for you. And so let's get to the transfer news that you need to know this morning. From Arsenal, you need to know that Arsenal hope to announce Bukayo Saka contract by end of season, is what you need to know. That the 21-year-old's existing contract with the Gunners is due to expire in June 2024, and there have previously been suggestions that a number of clubs are keeping a close eye on his situation. However, Saka has allegedly already agreed a new long-term deal with Mikel Arteta's side, with the attacker potentially, earning what we call as much as that is 300,000 euros a week over the next 5 years right there. And so according to PS Sports, Arsenal are hoping to officially announce the extension before the 2022-2023 campaign has concluded, with the professional footage already being filmed by the club. And so that is something that you need to know in regards to the transfer news in Arsenal. And then let's get to that is the AC Milan. Rafael Leao signs new 5-year deal with AC Milan, is what you need to know. The 23-year-old has again been impressive form for his Italian club during the 2022-2023 campaign, featuring on 44 occasions in all competitions, scoring 13 goals and registering 13 assists in the process. And so Leao was heavily linked with a move, away from San Siro last summer, with Chelsea believed to have failed with at least 2 offers for the Portugal, international late in the window, is something that you need to know in regards to the transfer news right there. And so what you need to know that you should really capture your attention this morning in regard to transfer. You have to know that Bayern Munich chief Oliver Kahn questions Victor Osimhen's asking price right there. And so between 2014 and 2022, Bayern were reliant on the goal scoring exploits of Robert, that is Lewandowski, who scored 344 goals from that is 375 appearances right there. However, the legendary Paul moved to Barcelona last year. Bayern made the decision not to sign a like-for-like replacement, instead bringing in a versatile attacker, Sadio Mane, from Liverpool right there. As well as that transfer not meeting expectations, Borussia Dortmund have also closed the gap on the dominant team in the Germany football, currently sitting just 1 point adrift of a top spot in the Bundesliga table. Although Eric Maxim Muting has taken his chance down the entire of the attack, it is no secret that Bayern wished to sign a new number 9 during this particular summer. And so that is something that you need to know in the transfer news that is coming through right here. Let us get to today's games that will be played. Europa League, we shall be having Juventus taking on Sevilla. That will be at 8 p.m. And then also Roma will be taking on, that is Bayern Leverkusen. That will be at 8 p.m. right there. Europa Conference League, Fiorentina will be taking on Basel, and then West Ham will be taking on AZ at 8 p.m. right there. And then in Ukraine, we have a Ukrainian Premier League, NIP Pro. I will be taking on Alexandria. That will be at 11 a.m. today, this morning. And so let us get to the table. For that is the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich is sitting top on the table with 65 points. And then Borussia Dortmund is sitting second with 64 points, is what you need to know. Meanwhile, Hertha Berlin, then the Bochum, Stuttgart, and then Schalke 04. These are teams that are in the relegation zones right there. And so, dear viewer, with that, we have come to the end of our Kokoliriko show program on Western Television. We do appreciate you very much for always tuning to Western Television each and every time as you get to know what is happening locally, nationally, and also internationally, and also what is happening in the world of sports. And do not forget, more analysis will be coming your way at exactly 2 to 3 with the Fudribo Owen during the whistle time hour. That is the sport hour that we have dedicated for you as Western Television. And he will be joined by Lady Susie together with Benson, as they will be making analysis of what exactly happened between the Bull FC and also Arua Hill, whether Arua Hill will be able to move another step ahead or they will be dropping backward, and what are the challenges in Arua Hill. I have been tipped that currently Arua Hill has the challenge of paying the players, and so more of that they will be able to let you know whether there are hopes for the players that are playing for Arua Hill. And what is coming next, you have to know that the game that will be played on Sunday between that is Kochi Urban and Nebi Central in the West Nile Premier League playoff, not Premier League, Regional League playoff right there at Ababet Greenlight Stadium. And Western Television will be able to cover for you the game live on your screen, and you will be able to follow each and every conversations that will be around the game that will be played on Sunday, 14th of May 2023. And do not forget, on Saturday, the people of Nebi, they'll start their party right at Luo Ground during the Casual Festival right there. And there are little people, when it comes to party, they can really party non-stop. And so meaning after partying in Nebi for the Casual Festival, they will just move straight away to come and also party here in Narua. And that party will be after winning the game against Kochi United, and I believe they will also be able to perform. I do not want to side with any team at this particular time, but allow me to say that Nebi Central is one of the renowned teams. This is not their first time to play, that is West Nile Regional League, and this is not going to be their first time if they qualify to play, that is the FUFA Big League. They participated in the FUFA Big League, much as things did not go well for them. And so I urge also the supporters of the Black Angels also to join in to support, that is Nebi Central, so that we at least have a team from Alur sub-region to join in the FUFA Big League right there. We already have Midigo Calvary that is performing well, and also when we have Nebi Central going, or Kochi Urban going, and I will be very happy right there. Dear viewer, thank you very much. Have the best of your morning. My name is Dennis Oringi. Catch me again tomorrow for the Friday edition of the program, The Kokoliriko Show. Good morning.